Al-Aziz al-Babtain is a person who is today somewhere around the age of 85. He is Kuwaiti. He's born at the same time, or more or less the same time, as oil is discovered in Kuwait. So the whole idea of speaking about him and talking about him in this context is that he is a person that is following the development of Kuwait in history. So in that sense, he's mirroring the whole history of the country, from rags to riches, from the initiation of the oil industry and to one of the most wealthiest countries in the world. So they parallel each other, and they have also, of course, relationships which makes al-Babtain a privileged person in this development and giving him the opportunities to become this very wealthy and rich person. So I think that's a way of describing him, but also then describing the history of Kuwait. Philanthropy, businessman and poet, these three aspects of his life is of course the three things that kind of initiated my curiosity. How do they go together? How did he become this wealthy businessman, and how did he develop this interest in poetry, and later on then in dialogue between civilizations, communication between cultures, the language of Arabic, etc. But also then, how did he think and develop his philanthropical vein, if I may put it that way? It appears, when you dig a little bit deeper, that most of his efforts in helping people starting schools in other countries, or scholarships for students going from a country to another country to develop themselves further, are aligned with the foreign policy of support and help to countries of the state of Kuwait. So there is an intimate relationship, sometimes a connection, between the state and their ideas on how to do a kind of soft foreign policy in regard to education, and the initiatives taken by what is then becoming the al-Babtain Foundation. I think one have to realize that al-Babtain, his family and the foundation has been a loyal member of the Kuwaiti state. So I think if you look upon the contribution to the Kuwaiti society by al-Babtain, yes, he has established a fantastic library for Arabic poetry. He's doing a lot for Arabic poetry in terms of support financially, but also then the protection, library, etc. But I do think that the educational effort is what is going to be the kind of legacy. So in that case, we are talking about thousands, if not 10,000s of individuals who have been given the opportunity to educate themselves in good schools in various parts of the world and return to their home countries and build a better future for themselves and the country they live in. So I think that is an important aspect of his legacy.